So if you see in this Shlok number 38 from Brahma-saṁhitā, it tries to address and give up a method wherein we regularly ask how we can actually see Krishna and what is Krishna consciousness. So many people give up because they feel they cannot see Krishna, or they cannot, see his leelas with their own eyes. So everybody have a doubt. So when we go deeper into this shloka, we actually come to know how we can actually see Krishna, and what exactly, when we talk about in ISKCON, what is Krishna consciousness. So before that, we try to understand one thing. So if you see all the Vedas, may it be Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Puran, Chaitanya Charitamrita, or all the Vedas, actually there is one first very common verse that we recite. So can we recollect which is that verse that we recollect and which is very common to all these Vedas? Matajis or Prabhujis? Hare Krishna.
Is it Ishvara, Krishna, one day Ishvara something, I forgot. Oh, I forgot.
Is it Venu Panantam?
No. Ishwar Parma Krishna Satchit Ananda Vigraha.
So
Is
this
it this
verse,
one?
basically when we recite, it is common to all the Vedas.
Ishvara.
Start with that actually.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I just forgot this thing for a moment.
So even now when we started, we actually recited that.
Om Ajnana Timrandasya
Yes, yes.
Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshuranvalitam Yena Tasmai Shri
Correct.
Gurave Namah.
Yeah. So Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Shalakya Chakshurenmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve. So when we see this Krishna consciousness, it is given to us by Srila Prabhupada, and it is having a very higher taste. And why we say it is having a very higher taste? So he has actually simplified all these Vedas to us, which we can easily understand. Otherwise, it is so difficult, isn't it? I mean, reading all these Vedas, and not only reading, the main important thing is understanding. It's not very easy. And the level of this understanding is in a very higher platform. That is why we say it is having a very higher taste. So whoever actually practice this, basically what happens, generally we get attracted to many things in this material nature, but whoever actually tastes this, he realized that it is having the highest taste. That is why we say Srila Prabhupada has given something which is having a very higher taste. So until we practice it, we don't realize that we actually tend to, disagree with this statement that it is having a very higher taste. So all this actually start with Om Ajnana Timirandasya. And when we try to actually relate this and we question this, why we can't see Krishna? What is the reason? So whether is it a reality or just it is written in some books? Why we can't, if everything is fine, we are doing everything, why we can't see Krishna? So one very common answer is because of lack of faith and determination. So why this actually lack of faith and determination comes? So see, when we see this verse, Om Ajnana Timirandasya. So when you see this, what actually it is saying? So we are in dark, right? We are in dark and we pray to three personalities to actually remove this darkness from our life. So this darkness is not that the person is blind and he is not able to see Krishna. So these eyes are different. So what happens is when we come to this Bhuloka, our eyes are covered with Yogmaya. We have seen this and we'll talk more about this. So when we come to this material world, our eyes are covered with Yogmaya. And again, Yogmaya is also nothing but actually one of the externality of Lord Krishna. And because of this Yogmaya, we can't see Krishna. But the question arises whether, if Yogmaya is controlled by Krishna, does Krishna purposely want us not to see him? It is not like that, right? It is our wish because we wanted to enjoy the things independently. We are sent to this material world. And as soon as we appear here, we immediately get covered with Yogmaya. And that is the reason why we can't see Krishna. So, but now how we can open our eyes? So these eyes, when we are talking, these are not the material eyes, right? So these are the eyes of knowledge actually. So when the eyes are open with knowledge, then our journey of Krishna consciousness starts. So the Krishna consciousness is the first stage, starting stage. So by the knowledge, what happens? We get purified. Our hearts actually get purified. And as the heart get purified, we get engaged in pious activities. And slowly we get engaged in devotional service. So as we see in this Bhagavad Gita chapter number 28 also, where we were reading about the knowledge of Absolute, there Krishna was saying that Esham ta antagatam papam jananam punya karmana, which says that person who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful reactions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. So it is all, lack of faith and lack of determination why we cannot actually progress. So it is very clear that based on our, level of faith and determination, our devotional service is also into that level of performance, right? Some may have very intense devotion. You may see during the association of various devotees, every devotee have different level of faith and determination. Based on that, their service of devotion to Krishna is varied. So by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, when all our sinful activities are completely eradicated, then we are engaged in Krishna service with full of devotion and full of determination. So in our past life and in this life, It is our karma. We have done so many karmas. From time immemorial, we have done so many karmas. Because of that, we are in this stage. And we should be always happy that we are better off from many, because in lakhs, very few devotees actually come to Krishna consciousness. Since we have some, purification already in our heart, because of which we have actually come to this stage and we are doing this devotional service. So in Bhagavatam, canto number 2, chapter number 3, 10th sloka also, it is talking about Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Yajateta Purusham Param. A person who has broader intelligence, whether he be full of all material desire or without any material desire, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the personality of God. Whether you have some material, so people may have various level of material desires, right? So that is what it is mentioned here. Whether you have full of material desire or without any material desire, or if you are desiring liberation, by all means you should worship the personality of Godhead. And how this determination actually grows? It is grows by our knowledge. That is why we are reading all these Vedas, right? So our journey actually starts with this Om Ajnana Timirandhasya. So when we develop the full faith in our Guru, Shastra and Bhagwan, so these are the three main personalities. We have to develop the faith in Guru, Shastra and Bhagwan. So as also this canto number 3, chapter 25, 18, if you see, Jnana Vairagya Yuktena, Bhakti Yuktena Cha Atmana. So by practice of knowledge and renunciation in devotional service. So it is talking about practicing of knowledge and renunciation of devotional service. One sees everything in right perspective. He becomes indifferent to material existence, and the material influence act less powerfully upon him. So what happens? As the contamination, when we see, a person with, suppose a person who is materially weak, let's say he is, not very strong, materially he is weak. So what happens? This contamination of germs, basically the germs, bacteria or virus, particularly attacks him, isn't it? If a person is strong, generally we say, right, the immune power, immunity is less. That is why this person is suffering from some disease. So this contamination of germs, basically, if a person is weaker, then it attacks more. So that is in the material world. Similarly, in spiritual world, if a person, a conditioned soul, right, what happens if he is not determined or having less faith, then what happens? This Yog Maya that we are talking about will attack more to him. So that is why it is very important, if we want to save ourselves from this Yog Maya, we have to develop this knowledge. We have to get the taste of Krishna. We have to love Krishna. So in one of the class of Srila Prabhupada, he was describing about this Braj Leela. So in Braj Leela, he was talking about Krishna's pastime, where he was saying when Krishna was very small, he was actually used to have, so Krishna's mother used to decorate his body with full of ornaments, full of jewels, right? So that was one of the talk of the town that time. So And what happens one day, one thief was hearing this, and he got very much interested. He started making scheme. He started making scheme to steal those jewelries from Krishna. So what happened in that course, he was like day and night, he used to think about Krishna, and he wanted to meet him desperately. So he wanted to actually take away those jewels. So that is why day and night he was actually, his mind was, thinking about Krishna, and he wanted to meet him. And finally, that day has come when he met Krishna, and he started become very friendly with Krishna. And gradually, he asked Krishna, "You are wearing so many ornaments. So can you give me few?" But Krishna was also very clever. Though he was very small boy, he was very clever. He replied that, "If I give you, then my mother will punish me." So like that, many days passed, and this thief was trying to actually take those ornaments from Krishna by telling all the sweet words. So many days passed, and one day Krishna actually offered him, "Ki, do you want these ornaments? You take." But what happened? By the association with Krishna, this thief was completely changed. His heart was actually get very purified and attracted to Krishna. His heart actually completely melt. So that is why Om Agyana Timirandasya. So what happened? When we get association of Krishna, gurus and devotee, same thing happened. The purification process actually starts when we have the association of all these three personalities. So that is what here Brahma is saying. So I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shyam Sundara, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their hearts of hearts with the eye of devotion tinged with the salve of love. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining and taking your time. Hare Krishna, any questions or any additions, suggestions?
Guruji, what is the difference between Yogamaya and Mahamaya?
Yogamaya and Mahamaya.
Is
Mataji,
it the same?
I feel it is same. If somebody have any other opinion, he can correct. But so Yogamaya basically is the external energy of Krishna, through which actually whoever want to enjoy. So basically, we know that in Bhulok, the Yogamaya controls everything, right? Every living entity and non-living entities. So anything controlled by Lord, basically we say Mahamaya or Yogamaya.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Oh, I think Yoga Maya is the energy of the Lord who connects us with the Lord. And Mahamaya is who will separate us from the Lord. Yogamaya is a form of Subhadra only. If we are advancing in spiritual life, then Yogamaya helps us to connect with the Lord. And if we are illusioned and we are not following our regulations and not surrendering to Gurudev, then the Mahamaya will separate us from the Lord. Mahamaya is opposite. Both are opposite. Yogamaya will take us to the Lord, and Mahamaya separates us by illusion, by attracting us to the material world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, you are right. It's both same. Mahamaya and Yogamaya. Hello.
Yeah,
It's the same actually.
same. Thank you, Anupul
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Because it's the other name of Yogamaya, Mahamaya, internal, external potency of Lord Krishna, Durga's name actually.
Yes, actually, Durga Mata, we say, is the
Yeah.
maintainer of
Yeah,
this material
Yeah,
platform. Yeah.
you are correct. Hare Krishna.
So also, Mataji, basically, because as we were discussing that we wanted to enjoy separately, right? So our main duty is to serve. We are the servant, right, of the Lord. Bhokta and Bhoktaram, what we say. So when we, try to enjoy the things separately, our own, then that time actually we are sent here. And because of we are in the grip of Yogmaya, we get all these punishments basically. So it is not that Lord actually is, punishing us. He is actually teaching us so that we can have this self-realization, what we call. So all this punishment, what we call by the Yogmaya or Mahamaya, what we say, is basically to make us purified.
Is it neither in that our free will only get us to kind of punishment? Neither Mahamaya or neither Lord or neither Yogamaya is responsible for all our sufferings actually. It is our free will.
Yes,
So we are suffering because of our free will. Actually.
our free will.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you,
you.
Prabhuji.
We'll
Thank you
move
very
to
much.
Damodar Rastakam. So who want to take the lead and who want to share? Please share your altars if possible. So Siddhi Mataji is showing her altar. We'll just spotlight that. And who want to do the Ashtakam, Damodar Ashtakam? Komala Mataji is saying something. It is not audible.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Am I
Hare Krishna
audible?
Mataji. Yes, now it is audible. Mataji, you want to sing Damodar Ashtakam?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll sing.
Please.
Hare Krishna. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodamiyo Lokaladavamanam Param Drishtamatyantadotrutya Gopya रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रायुग्मं रजन्तं कराम्बोजयुग्मेन शान्तकनेत्रं मुहुश्वासकं पात्रे रेखाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभैरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तजितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदेम्ब न चन्यं वृणेऽहं वरेषादपीह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबाल सदा मे मनस्य विरस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुकाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीलवृतं कुन्तलस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनस्य विरस्तं मालं लक्षलाभै नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम् कृपा दृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं बतानो गृहणीशमामज्ञमेद्यक्षिदृश्या कुबेरात्मजो बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभजो कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकमि प्रयच्छ नमोक्षे ग्रहो मे दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीया प्रियायै नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमनम् नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्राजमनम् हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री श्री दामोदर भगवान की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय वैष्णव वृंद की जय थैंक यू प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Govinda Mataji. Thank you, Siddhi Mataji, for very nice darshan.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, devotees. So, tomorrow again we'll join with another shloka. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam to all assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Radhe Jai.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam to all
Prabhuji,
devotees.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Om.
Thank you.
Kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnavindra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki